Guys, look at my cute earrings. Look at that. Look at it. I wore my earrings. Can I zoom in? Look at how cute these are. Ah. Yeah, but I'm just really excited that I got to share my coming out story with you guys, and I just think that everyone should be themselves always, and it feels really good to feel free and kind of just be myself and not really care what others think of me, and yeah, just to always have love in your heart and always cherish everyone for who they are, and don't ever expect anyone to be someone, because we are ever changing and ever evolving humans, and we can't always stay the same. So yeah. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my motherfucking channel. My name's Bae, and this is my channel called Trippin' on Peace. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, and welcome. I am super excited to talk about today's topic, only because my experience was so different from so many else's experiences that I've come into contact with, that I just felt the need to share my coming out story and kind of where I see myself in the LGBTQ plus community, and kind of just also for you babies out there who are still in the closet and still trying to figure out how to come out and how to really just be yourself. This video is definitely for you. So all the people that have slid into my DMs who are afraid to come out and need the strength to, I hope this video brings that to you. This video is for you. For the people who don't understand LGBTQ plus community or sexuality, I hope you guys just base this video around love and give it an open mind, because essentially we all want love, we all want to be love, and we all want to have self-love. So in that regards, let's get into today's video, answer these questions and kind of tell my story through answering these questions. So somebody asked me what was my coming out story and at what age did I realize that I wasn't into guys. And let's just get into today's video, because this is gonna be fucking rad. Basically, I knew in probably the 8th grade that I wasn't really attracted to guys. I had a best friend at the time that I basically one night texted her and told her that I liked her, and I invited her on one of my family vacations. And she came with me, and we literally just made out with each other, and no one ever knew. I don't really even know if my mom still knows today. So if you're watching this, Mom, now you know. Yeah, so I basically literally one night texted my friend and I was like, yo, I think I have feelings for you. I don't really know what this is, but I like you and I know you like me too. And basically it went on for like, I want to say like 3 months, and then she kind of broke my heart. Our friendship was over after that, and I kind of just forgot about girls. For like 3 years. I dated like, I want to say like 3 guys after that, and then I went to college, and it was I want to say the fall of 2015 that I had met my ex-girlfriend, and my best friends Liz and Laura at the time kind of introduced me through her. They were friends with her, and that's kind of how I met my ex-girlfriend. And basically we used to just run around and do everything together, literally everything, all times of the night, all times of the day, it didn't matter. We kind of just were all like road dogs. And basically we decided to all go to church one Sunday down in my hometown, and I was like, yo guys, after this I gotta go get something from my mom's. And so they were all down to mob with me, and we get there and we're all hanging out. We were all in my room. My room was in the bottom floor level of the house, so it was right next to the garage, and my mom was cleaning out the garage. And my mom always said, when you have friends over, don't close your door, blah blah blah. So I would always just keep my door open because I just didn't ever really have anything to hide, and I basically went and hugged my girlfriend, and our shoulders were facing my mom, and we were turned the opposite way from my mom. So my mom was walking down the hallway, and in the midst of it I grabbed her and hugged her, and then grabbed her hand and was holding her hand while talking to Liz and Laura. And I guess my mom saw it, didn't really say anything. We were like, deuces mom, we'll see you later, bye, da da da. And at the time I was working for my mom, so I showed up the next day to work. I walk upstairs and I'm going into my mom's room, and I sit down at her desk, and I'm like sitting there swiveling in the chair, and she goes, so what was that? And mind you, she's like not even looking at me. She's at her computer just typing away, looking for something. And she goes, so what was that? And I said, what do you mean? She said, do you like her? And I said, well, yeah. And she said, so what was that? And I was like, what was what? She was like, I saw you holding her hand. Oh, dude, now I'm remembering. Also, I'm pretty sure she saw me kiss her goodbye, because I think we were in different cars or something. So I think she saw me kiss her goodbye also. And so she said, what was that? And I was just like, I like her, like, what do you mean? And she goes, so what are you? And in that moment, not realizing what I said would be so powerful, I think just kind of was like, my mom was like, oh, okay. She asked me, and I literally said, I'm just me. I'm still me. I'm still Bailey. I'm still your daughter. Why does it matter if I'm lesbian, bi, straight, whatever you want me to be? Like, why does it matter? I'm still me. And so from that point on, I think she kind of understood that I was okay with it, that she was kind of okay with it, but like, I do think she questioned it a lot and did think it was a stage, or like a phase in my life that wasn't necessarily going to stay in my life. I think my parents definitely thought I would marry a guy and be around a guy and date a guy, because that's all I really ever brought home until that girlfriend at the time. And basically, yeah, that's how I came out to my mom. My dad found out through my mom, and my dad's like super Christian, super Christian. Like, that fool's read the Bible like I don't know how many times. Very intelligent. And I remember sitting down at a table with him, and my mom we had actually been arguing about something, and I was like, dude, you don't even recognize the fact that I'm gay, like, you haven't even acknowledged it, blah blah blah. And I was talking to my mom, even though she kind of had acknowledged it, but obviously parents deal with it a lot different than the kids do, because they expect you to be this one way your whole entire life, and then you're like telling them that you're like not. So I definitely got the concept of my parents having to accept the fact that I didn't really like guys and I was more into girls. But basically my dad sat there and said, you know, my God loves all, and anyone who wants to say anything different doesn't really know who God is. And I just thought in that moment my dad saw me for who I was and who I am, and never really sat there and said, you know what, like, that's wrong, that's disgusting, that's blah blah blah. And I just think it was very interesting in the way that I came out to my family, because it was really just like, hey, this is who I am, but like, I'm still me, and that's all that really matters. And like, whenever I'm talking to someone and they do have like homophobic tendencies, or like kind of don't really understand it, I'm like, hey, like, I don't really have to sit there and say that I'm gay, you know what I mean? I just kind of am like, you know, like, you didn't really know that I was gay, and like, now that you do, are you gonna treat me different because I told you that? Like, I'm me, and this is who I am, and this is what I express, and this is who I am, and this is who I want to love. And like, there should be no right or wrong answer for that, because essentially we are able to be whoever we want to be. And if you feel like this is who you are and you want to be more open with your sexuality and your attraction to other people and other sexes, then so be it. No one's here to tell you who you have to be or who you need to be. What I always say to people who are struggling to come out, and definitely who have a really big Christian background or Catholic or religious background where it's not accepted, is, you know, accepting yourself and who you are is what God would want you to do. Not hide from who you are, because essentially hiding from who you are is not giving yourself the self-love you deserve. And I know it's scary if you are gonna lose people, but there's a whole entire community that has your back and has your love and will become your forever family. Sometimes people don't understand the whole LGBTQ plus thing because simply of the way they were raised, of not accepting it. So you have to understand that not everyone is on the same wavelength as you, and it's so special that the universe or God or whatever you want to call it chose you to be who you are, to stand for something. And every time somebody opens up to themselves or opens up their heart to accept the people around them that aren't straight and are considered different or whatever the fuck you want to call it, like, it is just like a beautiful thing when people come to terms with accepting that it's okay to be who you really are, and it's okay to love people for who they really are. And if you do believe in any type of religion, you would believe that love is the number one key and the beholder to all of this. And I just think it's in a time that people need to wake up and realize that love is the answer for everything. And if you carry love in your heart, then you carry love for the world and you carry love for the people. I always say, when you are who you really are and you feel who you really are, you affect people. You affect people without realizing it. And I think being courageous and being strong will ultimately get you to be who you really are. It just takes the risk factor. And if you want to risk who you really are and who you want to be, then, like, obviously it's going to be benefiting. And yeah, that's kind of my short coming out story. It was very interesting and very real, and I just didn't really need or feel that I needed to come out and make it a whole big thing. I remember posting something on Instagram one time saying, like, this isn't lesbian, then I don't know what is. And, like, that was kind of my coming out to the world, but, like, not really. Like, everyone, I remember hitting up my best friend being like, yo, is Bailey gay? Yo, no, that's true, not true. She called me cute 2 weeks ago, X, Y, and Z, everyone doubting it. And, like, I get it. I'm, like, femme, so, like, how would I be able to be gay? But, like, feminine gay people do exist. Definitely do exist. Yeah, I just feel really good in the place of, like, not labeling who I am and kind of just saying I'm fluid, because I think that sexuality and attraction are so fluid, and we experience it so many different types of days that I don't really want to put myself in a box, but I do lean more towards women than I do men. Yeah, and I just want to say that I love everyone who is in the closet, and when it's your time to come out, feel free to do so. I have your support. If you need any support in coming out, feel free to DM me on Instagram or here, or simply just freaking find a way to contact me, and I will definitely be in the support that you need, because I know how hard it is, especially when you don't have as good of a situation like I did. I mean, it wasn't perfect. There was a lot of my mom saying it was a phase and that it wasn't real and she didn't know what the fuck I was doing and, like, X, Y, and Z, but I think ultimately keeping so calm and being like, this is who I am, it's not really changing me, ultimately helped my situation, because it wasn't like sit down all intense like I need to talk to you. It was just like, yeah, this is who I am and you're gonna accept it. I'm your daughter, and if you're not gonna accept it, then obviously then that is what it is. I didn't really think anything bigger than that. I didn't want to make it a big deal, and that's kind of how I came out. And yeah, I'm just gonna answer some of these questions now. So somebody also said what age would you say you realized you weren't into guys? And I would say at 8th grade, I definitely thought I was bisexual. I definitely knew that I liked kissing girls way more than I liked kissing guys. It sounds so weird to say. I don't know, I don't really talk about this because I'm just like, I'm bae and this is me and I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I'm not gonna tell you or ask for your acceptance in what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do it anyways, kind of thing. And so it was definitely in the 8th grade. College was like, yeah, I'm definitely into girls. Girls are sexy, girls are beautiful type of thing. Someone said, do you think it's necessary for someone to formally, officially come out? Opinions. I think it's different for everyone. I definitely think the big picture is what makes you feel comfortable. For me, I would say fuck it, because I don't really feel like you need to really sit down your parents and say like, yo, I'm gay, this is who I am. Unless you want to, then go ahead, do it for you. But for me, I was just kind of like, yo, this is who I am. Don't fucking ask me twice if this is who I am. I know it, I feel it, this is what I felt. And I definitely think that formally coming out to maybe people that you respect and love is a good idea. But I definitely think that if you don't really want to come out and make it a whole big thing, you don't have to. But also at the same time, I think it's pretty fucking epic to come out, because it definitely shows people that you are strong and that you want to be this and this is what you're doing. So I think it definitely depends on how you feel, for sure. A couple other questions. Somebody said, how did you tell your family? Which I answered earlier, which was, I kind of just told them out of random one day. I didn't really make a big deal. I just told them. And then they said, how did you think your parents were going to react? Like I said, I was really just like blindsided by like the whole coming out thing. So I didn't really have time to kind of think about it. I kind of just always was like, fuck it. And I think that's ultimately why, for me, I didn't really trip about coming out, because I was so blindsided by the fact that my mom caught me, and then I was like, yo, this is who I am. I definitely thought my mom was gonna think that it was a phase. I've heard a saying for a while now that it's always harder for the same-sex parent to accept that you're different and gay. So I definitely expected the way my mom was gonna react. My dad's pretty chill and laid back, so I never really was scared to tell him anything. I'm always down to tell my dad pretty much anything. Yeah, but I answered some of those questions. As far as the LGBTQ plus community, I definitely think if you're newly to coming out, to definitely look into LGBTQ plus communities that are able to help and be supportive of your transition to coming out, because I know that not everyone's coming out story is perfect and blissful, and I just want to be able to say that my coming out story can and maybe will benefit some people, and I am just really stoked to share this message. And I don't know, I just want people to know to like really be yourself. Like, you deserve the happiness that you've been waiting for, and with anyone, whether you're straight, gay, bi, transgender, queer, blah blah blah, purple, yellow, blue, green, anything, like, you deserve to be happy and you deserve to feel the freedom that's inside your soul. And I think that waking up and understanding what you need for yourself is more important than what your family or your friends think of you. I mean, ultimately, the only opinion that you have matters, and I don't really think anyone else matters. And I just want to say, my camera's about to die, hopefully it doesn't die, but I just was really stoked to share this message, and I send all the love and strength and courage to you guys, and to the people still in the closet. I love you and support you, and if you need anything, please feel free to email me or DM me on Instagram. I will leave my social medias down below. I am just here for the love and support of all of you guys, and I really just want to make this world a better place, and I hope by sharing my story it helped a little bit. And I just told my coming out story. No, but I'm really excited because I think love is love and there's no labels when it comes to love, and I definitely think when this world is surrounded by love, it will be a better place for just everyone and everyone who deserves it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video.